free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm rolling in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. While you chase the crust and I take the lead. Living rent free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right, spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Keep it up, keep trying, but you'll be stuck with Daddy for life. I'm Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Good evening, everybody. Man, yeah, there's not going to be any tug tonight because he stepped into the ring and he fought a table, and the table beat him this time. But here, so you guys don't miss tug, I got a little something for you. Okay, so you don't miss tug, I got a little something for you guys. So you don't miss tug, so you don't miss Megan. We got a little something for you. Here you go. We'll just give them the intros. They're not here, just so you guys know. But we'll make you. We'll do this for that. Yeah, see, Megan's out fighting dragons, and of course, Tug, he's...
Night, you wear costumes, I wear the fight. I'm the last paragraph that ends the sight. You want to smoke, I bring forecast maps. Lines draw clean while your narrative snaps. Try to go fast, trip over your caps. I pace like chess, you stumble like gaps. I'm a true villain on a mic, shadow with a code. That umbrella got the best host from coast to coast. Dropping nukes, let the fossils decompose. Boom, driving the story where the real info goes. Watching all the others falling curtain close. When receipts rain, everybody knows. When the others misstep, it's a rap case closed. TUG press lines that the timeline chose. Umbrella, storms passing, but the ground still shakes. Umbrella, truth lands heavy when the mask unflakes. Umbrella, name stamp bold on the floodgate. Umbrella, that umbrella guy shows up and steps to the plate. Your fate, your fate, your fate, your fate, your fate, your fate, your fate. That umbrella guy shows up and steps to the plate. Your fate, 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 your fate.
See, now that's the Tug that we like right there. You know, just ripping that shirt off, and you know he stepped into the ring with a table. he was doing a double suplex off the ropes, and he just took a header, and no, he did hit his head. He's not feeling well tonight, and so I think that's why. Did he trip all the leg warmers? I bet he did. I bet he tripped all those leg warmers. This is what he gets for holding those leg warmers away from Megan Fox. Megan Fox came over there. She had to wrestle him down. Beat him on the table a couple of times. Managed to get those leg warmers, so she might have got him. Yeah, Tug fell down, went boom. It sucks, man. Prayers out to Tug, and also Megan. I know that she's probably not been feeling too well. She's got 2 kids that are down. Man, they're just having a rough beginning of the week, but they'll be back on. They'll be back on. Just let them get a little bit of rest in. Good Lord Almighty, but we will be thinking about it. Well, thank you very much, Michelle Wagner. Happy great new year to everybody. Also, I hope the audio sounds a little bit better than it did. Also, I do have super tips. It's pinned up there in the top of the chat. If you want to do super tips, there you go. If you want to do super tips, then you'll get stuff like this right here. See?
Hey, if you have not subscribed, then now is the time. Do it.
What? I am too good to send money. Give me a banana or a spanking. Your choice.
Please, someone just put me out of my misery. Please, I can't take it.
I am thinking, oh, hell nah. Yamaha, you had better run.
Don't worry. He just needs a good rub down. Come to me, Yamaha. I need you. I want you to want me. Gang, gang.
So you can always send super chats and get super tips and get that kind of stuff right there if it comes in on super tips, and they take less out of it for YouTube. So there was a couple of things that I saw today that was pretty wild, and I'm sure that other people will be talking about it. So, Dana, how did you like that? Oh, you're just like, oh God, no. But you can have fun with it. Yeah, the super tips is pretty new, but I think I got it working right. Audio is going in and out, low and loud. There might be some issue with the actual audio itself. Let me see what I've got going on. I think I know what it might be. Let's see, auto adjust volume mic. Now that might have taken care of it. Did that seem to take care of it, or is it still popping? It's all over the place. That might be better. Maybe not. Audio's messed up. Let's try this. Did that seem to take care of it, or did it get too loud? Maybe I'm tweaking it out too much. Yeah, it seems to be looking like it's going all over the place. Keep talking. Audio's messed up. Yeah, seems fine. Sounds good. Good. That's what we're looking for. Make sure that it sounds good, better, excellent. Yeah, it could be just issues with the audio itself, and it looks like it's maxing out on it, and we can always try this. Make sure this works. Let's see.
Welcome to the shit show.
There we go.
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody sucks. You see a dollar than a bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, bold, ass poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery.
Yes. Nice. Good to see everybody. Audio, how you doing? Yes. Kevin, Richard, good to see all of you guys. It seems like it's working a little bit better now, so we'll just go with that. We'll give it a try. So there was this crazy posting that I saw, and I was like, man, I think they're spinning out of control over there, and it, under normal circumstances, I'd say, this is nothing. But then whenever you see this kind of stuff, and you see what it says right here, that just an extremely small portion of the crazy. Now this is, you can also find this over on What the Hale's page. They also have it on their Facebook page. Unfortunately, children are not being helped by these horrible freaks. Now that Lip stated she filed a police report, everything Lip sent will become public record. Every sick, nasty video, every message stating what she wanted, every piece of communication with Felisa. And someday their kids will find, all their friends will find it all, the embarrassment. Thanks again, Deuce, for all the delays that provided so much more evidence. You, Deuce, are the best lawyer I've never had to pay. And here is some of those posts. It says Lisa is scared about her finances being audited, requesting discovery during the lawsuit. And here I'll just pull that up right there. I mean, this is crazy, which I told her more than likely Randy will subpoena your financials because it's relevant. I will do a recording tomorrow for what I'm telling you now. I hope you know I want to help you and why I'm doing this. It says, were you able to listen to everything I uploaded? Does it help you see my involvement better and what I can provide you to help you? I do need to give you an audio about Lisa talking to me about the money for the barn, the barn. So I think Bruce's wife was livid for Bruce getting involved, and Bruce did tell me it was causing huge marital issues. And that's really sad that, Deuce got involved in this, and it's causing big, huge marital issues. And that's that just sucks for the family. He brought his wife, got her involved in all of this. He got his kids involved in all of this. I mean, it's just horrible, and now you see the kind of outcome of this kind of bad behavior which is just absolutely crazy. Oops, something just happened. Let me stop that. See what happened here.
At Rickles64,
I don't know what happened with that. Something went wonky on that. Everything's happened funky on this. I'll just re-upload that damn screen. Why did that go funky? Hey, how you doing? Get well soon, Tug and Megan, lurking with Shizzy. Yeah, so they need to be getting better. Open tabs? Yeah, something happened there. Something funky happened. Let me see what happened here. Why did it go crazy? All right, let me try this again. This'll happen. This happens because I'm crazy. Share screen. There we go. There we go. That's much better. All right. So there it is. Oof, man, I was thinking something funky went on there. Good to see you. You're early. I'm late. Deuce's fault on having to tell it to the wife, tell truth to the wife. Yeah, I mean that's a big possibility. Does anyone else hear the Jeopardy theme getting louder and louder and louder and harder and harder and harder, as Jacob would say? Oh my God, we were having so much fun messing with Jacob today. If you haven't caught his stream from today, you should definitely check it out. It was absolutely hilarious. I was working, so I could only do so much. All right. Hey, good to see you tonight. Well, thank you for the $9.99, Lynn. Very much. I appreciate it. Good to see you also. I'm glad to see everyone else here also. And wondering why the smaller chats aren't showing up. Like some of them are showing up. Thank you very much. Nana Moody says, get well soon, Tug and Megan, lurking with Shizzy. Yes, I want them to get to feeling much, much better. That being down really, really, really sucks. And of course, Rickles celebrates 12 months. Hey, you're a year old. Does anyone else hear Jeopardy theme getting louder and louder and harder and louder? And welcome, Rickles. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the shit show.
Yes.
Every single day. A new flavor of
fuckery. Because everybody sucks. They're dumber than a bag of rocks. Yes. Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of this stupid, ridiculous, ignorant ball. Oh, yes. got it, Rod. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much, my man. Thank you very much for being here, Rickles. I appreciate all you guys. It is so wonderful having each and every one of you here. Let me see. Oh, Raz. Raz is going to show you exactly what the super tips look like. Thank you very much, Razilla, for the $5 super chat. Let me go ahead and hide that real quick, and that way you'll get the full effect of it. Here we go. Let's see what this says.
What is the difference between the Anti-Hale's ecosystem and Jabba the Hutt? Jabba has to eat 2 more Twinkies to hit that weight.
God. Oh, that was good. That was good, Rickles. That was good. I like that one. Thank you very much, Rickles, for the $5. Oh, yeah. Oh man, that's hilarious. And let's see if there's more here. Guapo mailed me a t-shirt with his logo to wear and create a video where I'm wearing his shirt looking hot. The hope was you would see it and get jealous. I mean, good Lord. Michael definitely is narcissistic, and so was my first husband. I filed divorce, and if they couldn't have me, they plan to make my life hell and use my kids as leverage. So she's talking about how she feels about Michael right here. It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. I mean, you hear this kind of stuff and you're saying, oh, so she was making this stuff up right here? Is she making this stuff up? Another thing is the channel still up? And this was to Fleesa. Is the channel still up? What video did they get you on? You should call the website. What the FUKK2? They took the video down. And then this is another one from Fleesa saying she asked me once if I did the booger sugar, claiming she said I seemed like a booger, like I was getting a little bit of that Colombian Stardust head. I told her I never even tried it and was against it. She says, she also continues on, could you imagine me saying to Fleesa, you want the truth? I contacted Jeremy because, I have a key crush on him. Like, I want to have him control and dominate me, like lock me in a room and treat me like a slave. I want to eat his C, have him strangle and slap my A while he censored me. And these are the kinds of posts that she's putting out there. And now she's claiming, I'm being harassed. I'm being harassed. Like, really? So you're being harassed by Jeremy because of your misbehavior. Because of your misbehavior.
At Stars BX9 or C has become a member.
You Stars Z?
Shizzy 2026 will be an interesting year.
It will be an interesting year. Star Z 2026 says it will be an interesting year. And she has been here for 21 months of membership. Ooh, that deserves it. Let's give it.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day. A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody sucks. You see in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balderdash, poppycock, bollocks, and Grandkids Taxi, it's okay. If you didn't get a notice, I started a little bit early tonight. You would have gotten a notice probably in about another 5 minutes. But you're here. You're right on time. So you're good to go. Good to see you. Watching Shizzy play football. This Shizzy must be AI. Stop it, Levy. Damn it. I will put a hurting on you. I will come tackle you. Okay, your cat wants attention. I'll go AFK so she gets her cuddles. Oh, that's pretty neat. Oh, yeah, no problem, grandkids taxi. It's all right. Your theme song reminds me of Fallout, does it? So it's got that old feel to it, doesn't it, Papa Jim? And she's, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that she's sitting there saying that could be a red flag. I'm married crazy about a man in Ohio who I never met. Now that is crazy. Yes.
Poindexter has become a member. Needed my
Poindexter.
crazy fix tonight. Thanks for being here.
Oh, not a problem, Poindexter. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. And it says Poindexter celebrating 3 months of membership. Need my crazy fix tonight. Hey, somebody's got to be a little bit crazy. Somebody's got to be a little bit crazy. Not there's not just one of us crazy people here. Oh, I love those old songs. Yeah, the Fallout music. I didn't even know there was a game called Papa. Hey, you're kicking ass. Well, thank you, Just Dawn. I try to sometimes. I try to do well. It says you knock on yourself, calling yourself balding middle-aged man. I don't see that whatsoever. Now that was the kind of crazy stuff and this is, if you understand, this is the crazy stuff that was being sent to Jeremy on a regular. It wasn't like, she's sending me 1 or 2 messages. We're talking in the thousands, he said, where she was just sending message after message after message, where he's like, oh my gosh, like make this stop. But she's given up so much information. It's going to be interesting to see what ends up hitting the court docket this week. And I think that's one of the reasons why she's trying to file, something with the police. At least that's what she's claiming. I found a complaint against you. Well, see, here's the thing with that kind of stuff. You're making claims about things that so far you haven't been able to prove 90% of the stuff that you've been saying. Like the receipts are being shown. Like Jeremy keeps dropping down those receipts, and so far all you have is you making statements that, well, you've made these kinds of statements before, saying that you were going to do everything that you could to tear down Jeremy Hales and anybody that was around him, anybody that listens to him, anybody that discusses it, anybody that might have an opinion on it. These are words that came out of your own mouth of things that you were going to do. I don't know how that's doing good. Oh, by the way, good to see you, Spawn Trooper. I saw you in there earlier. I saw you earlier, and I forgot to say, hey. It happens. Sometimes if you do get overlooked in the chat, it happens. It does happen. I can't always get everybody. Is she off her meds? I don't know. I mean, is she on meds? I don't have any of her personal medical history. You have to understand, you're only hearing what she tells you. She tells you she's on something or meds or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, if you're trying to take her word for everything that she says, then, you're going to have a hard time because it contradicts. Like every week it'll contradict. I mean, one day she's sitting there making love sonnets to Jeremy and Jay Hep and the next day she's going after Megan Fox, and the next day she's best buddies with Jeremy and how much she wants to be around him and all this kind of crap. And then the next day she's saying she makes her sick to even look at him. So, I mean, do you believe what she's saying? Then what she says now, is she looking to get Baker acted? Is that what her goal is, to, basically maybe that she thinks that's going to get them out of the deep shit that they're in with other stuff? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it could work. Seems like a valid plan, somewhat, maybe. I mean, I don't know. There's enough crazy out there that almost anybody that has half a brain has seen, is looking at going, is it true? Is it Memorex? Is it what? I mean, and they're in deep doo-doo. And I'll sort of point it out to you here. The kind of crazy. Give me just a second. I will make sure that I've got everything here. And yeah, lips and chips are in some pretty deep doo-doo. Now, I didn't redact that. Let me redact that right there. And redact that text. Apply that there. Continue. And right there. Save. Yes, I know it already exists because I redacted it earlier. Apparently I missed something. I just want to double check and make sure that I have it all redacted because there was something in here that I think I might have missed. Let me double check. I got to get down to the bottom of it. And okay, I got that one. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure that that was redacted. And that one is redacted. And then, okay. Now, that you're going to have to understand about this little piece of information here. This little piece of information is once I start showing it to you, you might start to follow. Now you have to remember we have to take a step back just a little bit. So a little while back last year, Chips got a scathing dismissal on a case that he just.
At Nancy Johns 4,851 has become a member.
Well, thank you, Nancy, for becoming a newest member. I appreciate you. If you take that step back, just a little bit, you'll see that he had a scathing order that the judge placed in there that was 50 pages, and this came from Judge Hinkle. This is the guy that oversees Bolitho. And thank you very much to Gathering Nuts. I appreciate you. And in doing this, he decided to file an appeal. Now, that appeal, he ended up basically somebody else came in to handle the appeal. I don't know why. Maybe he doesn't know how to do appeal. I mean, I don't know the circumstances of why or anything like that. And of course, neither does the judge. And that's where the craziness starts off. So right here, you'll see that Virginia Ashley Paxton, Thomas Lee Hunker, law firm of Hunker Paxton, Appeals Trials Esquire, moved to withdraw from representing plaintiffs in this action. Plaintiffs and all counts. And this is the estate of Lambeau. Represented plaintiffs in this action. Plaintiffs and all counts of defense have been notified of the filing of this motion. Do not object. The withdrawal will result in the plaintiffs proceeding pro se. Plaintiffs can be contacted individually and or as representative capacities for the estate of Lambeau. We respectfully request the court stay any and all proceedings for a period of at least 30 days. But there was more. Then this one came out almost the same day, on the same day, and it said basically the same thing, except the withdrawal will result in proceeding pro se. Plaintiffs can be contacted individually as the representative capacities for the state. Of this one as follows: they've specifically requested the court stay any and all proceedings for the period of at least 90 days to permit them to find new counsel or advise the court they'll be proceeding pro se. And you can see right here at the bottom of this one, this line is pretty important, and we'll get to where it becomes very important. So plaintiffs do not consent to the withdrawal of counsel as set forth above. And this one here, it says plaintiffs do not consent to the withdrawal of counsel as set forth above. And then they filed this one right after that, and it says they basically the same thing. In this action, withdrawal will result in plaintiffs proceeding pro se. They can be contacted individually. They have specifically requested the court stay any and all proceedings for the period of at least 90 days, to permit them to find new counsel or advise the court that will be proceeding pro se. Then it says plaintiffs do not consent to withdrawal of counsel as set forth above. The judge wasn't too happy about this, and he addresses it, and he says, order requiring notices addressed in the plaintiff's representation. 3 attorneys of record have appeared for the plaintiffs in this action: Hunker, Paxton, and Chips. Mr. Hunker and Paxton have filed 3 versions of a motion for leave to withdraw. They have not given reasons for the proposed withdrawal. The first version of the motion asserts that both plaintiffs do not object. Plaintiffs and all counsel for defendants have been notified of this filing motion, do not object, and that the plaintiffs do object. So they've said both things. They said they object, and they say they do not object. Plaintiffs do not consent to the withdrawal of the counsel set forth above. The second and third versions delete the sentences saying the plaintiffs and defendants do not object. So the second and third versions of the motion assert the plaintiffs object and give no indication of the defendant's position. None of the motions have a certificate of attorney conferral as required by Local Rule 7.1. All 3 versions of the motion say the withdrawal of Mr. Hunker and Ms. Paxton would leave the plaintiffs pro se. That is not what the docket shows. This order requires the plaintiffs and attorneys to address whether Chips is still in the case, and if not, when and how he exited. In any event, leave for the last attorney to withdraw will not be granted without 2 things the current motions lack. The first is either an appearance by a substitute attorney for 2 plaintiffs in their capacities as personal representatives, because a personal representative cannot proceed pro se in representing an estate, or B, a showing of grounds for abandoning such a plaintiff despite that prohibition. The second prerequisite to any such withdrawal is notice of physical address where any pro se plaintiff can receive hard copy mailings. Especially given the history of this litigation, the plaintiff's attorneys should ensure future motions are accurate and comply with all applicable rules. It is ordered the motions of attorneys Hunker Paxton for leave to withdraw, ECF 106, 107, 108 are denied without prejudice. And by January 20th, the plaintiffs must file a notice stating whether Mr. Federigos is still representing them in this action. If not, when and how the representation ended. The notice must be filed by an attorney of record for the plaintiffs. If an attorney of record disagrees with the filing, that attorney of record must file by January 27th a notice stating that attorney's position. Each attorney of record is responsible for filing the initial notice, but if one notice has been filed, an attorney who agrees with it will not need to file another twice. Hey, Hippie Witch, good to see you. Hey, Colleen, good to see you also. Welcome. Welcome, Cajun Bayou Queen. Oh, yeah. So that gets a little bit crazier because in the meantime, over in the appeals court, you have this one right here, which is that's not the appeals. Let me get to the appeals right here. So this is the case happening in the appeals, and I'm not going to go through the whole case because it's basically just reiterating. Well, thank you, GMA Sally. It may be a little bit low. Sometimes it does tend to do that. I hope that helps out a little bit right there. There was an answer brief of appellee, the Hayward Group, LLC, Hayward Title Group. Now, it gives a table of contents, of course, because appeals are different than the kinds of filings that you're going to see. They have to have certain things. I don't know what all of that is. Somebody that does appeals would be able to tell you how they format, but they have a very specific formatting that they require. And then it shows the table of citations. So I guess they're making it easy so you can see the citations. And then, of course, we get down here to the certificate of interested persons. Now, you have to understand the certificate of interested persons. Every single number that you see here is an interested person in this case. And if you go down, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and 37. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49,
50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. No, Hinkle. Judge Hinkle is the one that is in the case, in the state case. You know, the one that we can pull up on that list. Are you on this list, Linnea? 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73. Oh, you thought I was done. 74. 74 people that have interest in this case. Statement on oral argument. This appeal is resolved by applying this court's published precedent regarding shotgun pleadings. Now, if you remember, Letho was number 6, was he? That's a possibility. We can look, but you have to understand that some people that are involved in this is actually one of Letho's cases. Like the case with him is initially because you have the chief justice that handles everybody, sort of like the boss man, and then you've got other judges that are basically under him. But he is the final stop in he's like chief justice there. So that's what Hinkle's job is. Now Hinkle took it upon himself to basically blast out a shotgun pleading, and he wrote a 50-page dissertation on it, and it is amazing to read. Whenever you start going through it, you see the judge's frustration with him because he gave him not one, not two, but 3 chances to fix it, and he said, I'm not giving you a 4th because I don't think that you know what the F you're doing. The court published precedent regarding shotgun pleadings, the district court having followed the procedure by following amendment after explaining why the second amended complaint was a shotgun pleading, did not abuse its discretion by dismissing the third amended complaint, another shotgun pleading, with prejudice. The district court thoroughly explains this holding as well as alternative reasons for dismissal with prejudice. Oral argument will not aid the decisional process. Jurisdictional statement. Plaintiffs. Now, what they're going to do is basically what they're doing is they're talking about who has power over this, over the estate, invoke the district court's subject matter jurisdiction under 28 U.S.C., asserting claim under 18, supplemental jurisdiction. Court has jurisdiction over this appeal. This is just some of your framework for telling you what it is about. Now, it gives the information here that the appeal is dismissed as to plaintiffs, the estate of Victor Lambau, Vicky, and the plaintiffs did not remedy their default or move to reinstate the appeal. This appeal was reinstated as to plaintiffs Denisha Lambau and Geraldine Lambau. Appellants. Appellant's initial brief appears to have been filed on behalf of all plaintiffs, despite the filing attorney having appeared only for appellants. So the appellants right here, these 2 folks right here, the appellant's initial brief, which would have been ECF 30, which I'm not going to go back and read that because there's not really a whole lot of need to, because howdy, good to see you. Sorry, you're not late, Tammy. You are right on time. Don't you worry about it. You're right on time. I started early. Appellant's initial brief 30 appears to have been filed on behalf of all plaintiffs, despite the filing attorney having appeared only for appellants ECF 13, 20, and 22, and the appeal being dismissed as to the remaining plaintiffs, the estate of Victor Lambau and Vicky Lambau. Now it says DE citations refer to the docket entry number generated by the district court. So that's where Letho is at. It was, Letho was handling it. Judge Hinkle stepped in and said, yeah, this is a shotgun pleading, and we're not going to allow him to continue on. Their business is animal services. If it varies this amount. Oh, I thought you said something about your mouth. I was like, your mouth is going to vary? That sounds pretty odd. All right. So that they're given that information right here. Now, the statement of issues presented for review. Now, this says, did the district court abuse its discretion by dismissing the third amended complaint with prejudice as a shotgun complaint? Now, these are what they're saying is up for review to the appeals court. Have appellants abandoned any argument regarding the district court's alternative holding? The plaintiffs failed to state a federal claim and declined to exercise jurisdiction over state law claims. And the statement of the case. Now, the nature of this case, having given plaintiffs instructions, citations, warning to correct their shotgun second amended complaint, which was filed by counsel, the district court granted plaintiffs leave to file a third amended complaint. After filing yet another shotgun pleading, again by counsel, the district court dismissed the plaintiff's third amended complaint with prejudice. The district also found dismissal appropriate because plaintiffs failed to state a federal claim for relief, and the district court declined to exercise supplemental jurisdiction over the remaining claims. Well, thank you. You are not late at all, Barbara. You are right on time. Welcome, and hi, Jaws. You are good. You are good. You don't have to worry about it. You showed up just right on time. There is no late today. Prayers out to Tug and Megan for, hoping that they have a speedy recovery. You was off topic. No, don't you worry about it. You said month, and I thought you were saying mouth. I was like, you're all right. I don't care. I don't care what. Oh, okay. I don't either. So that's a good thing, J. Hubs. All plaintiffs appear to this ruling, but the appeal has been dismissed as to plaintiffs. The district court's ordering judgment is therefore the final resolution of the claims. Standard of review. It says district court's dismissal of the third amended complaint as a shotgun pleading is reviewed for abuse of discretion. And it gives the citations. District court's alternative holding that the plaintiffs failed to state a federal claim is reviewed de novo. Georgia Association of Latino Elected Officials, Inc. versus Gwinnett County Board of Registration Elections. Course of proceedings, dispositions below, and statements of the facts. Plaintiffs were represented by counsel at all times before the district court. The district court provided a summary of the plaintiff's claims. The complaint, and this is a breakdown. This is what Judge Hinkle said. They're just pulling a small citation out of it. The complaint alleges the 23 defendants engaged in a racketeer influence and corruption organizations, or RICO. Oh, well, thank you, Hippie Witch. Welcome. And also, Hippie Witch, you don't always have to just super chat here, and anybody else, not just you in particular, but if you want to. Super tips is turned on. It's pinned up there at the top of the chat. That means more money comes to this slacker and less goes to the YouTube. We always like that. And then you can also make it do funny stuff. Thank you very much, though, Hippie Witch. We appreciate you. And the complaint alleges 23 defendants engaged in racketeer influence, fraudulent enterprise whose assets and estate that is being administered in a Florida state court. Some of the allegedly fraudulent actions, though not all, were approved by the state court. Indeed, the complaint alleges the court assisted the enterprise. After amending their complaint once as of right, plaintiffs sought leave to file a second amended complaint. Plaintiff's first name Hayward is defending the proposed second amended complaint. The district court denied plaintiffs leave to file the proposed second amended complaint as plainly deficient shotgun pleading that lumps defendants and claims together in an impenetrable mess. This is what Judge Hinkle said. It is such a mess that if I can't figure out what's going on, I do not expect the attorneys to try to figure out what's going on. You did not make yourself very clear. The district court granted leave to file a third amended complaint instructing plaintiffs to correct the pleading deficiencies. The proposed second amended complaint was not the short and plain statement mandated by the federal rules, but instead lumps defendants and claims together in an impenetrable mess, failing to put defendants on notice of which allegations of a complaint apply to which defendant, which counts. In its order, the district court warned any third amended complaint must be short and plain and must conform with the law of the circuit on shotgun pleadings. Plaintiffs filed their third amended complaint twice on the docket, DE 14 and 16. Defendants, including Hayward, moved to dismiss the third amended complaint. And what they're saying right here is these are the document numbers. If you were to go to for example, Pacer and look it up, you could see 36, 41, 52, 54, and 56, 62, 68, 70, and 71. That basically the defendants said, hey, this is, we're moving to dismiss this. Only 3 of the 453 paragraphs of the third amended complaint alleged any conduct by Hayward. Now, you have to understand that this person is specifically representing Hayward. Plaintiffs allege Hayward, a title company, cleared title without proper investigation in the sale of deceased homestead property without his consent. Basically, just what their position is in this. Nothing but the complaint suggests the real estate defendants committed fraud or failed to provide appropriate services. So they're just giving a quick breakdown of that. District court granted the motions to dismiss as well as its own motion dismissing the third amended complaint with prejudice as a shotgun pleading. And the third amended complaint remained an egregious and impenetrable shotgun pleading for incorporating all preceding paragraphs into 10 of the 12 counts using the terms enterprise and defendants generally, making it impossible to know which defendant allegedly did what. And what the judge said in that case was very specific. He said, hey, this is ridiculous. I'm looking at this particular thing that you've got here, and I can't make heads or tails out of it because whenever you're filing something and you're saying defendants did X, Y, or Z without naming the specific defendant, defendant A did this, defendant A and B did this, defendant A, B, and C did this. If you're not naming them like that, what happens is they're looking at it going, I don't know if they're accusing them of defrauding a bank or defrauding my client or spending money that they weren't supposed to spend or just doing something that we can not make heads or tails of this. And that's what the made a post saying she wasn't feeling well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that grandkid's taxi. I mean, I know that Tug had done a little knock on the head. He was doing a double suplex for Megan. He was fighting over those leg warmers with Megan. He was saying, my leg warmers, and she just body slammed him. She just picked him up and body slammed him. That's really hard to do. Seeing Tug ain't tiny. You've seen the images. I mean, that man's buffed out. So that means Megan must have caught him off guard or just grabbed the leg warmers and took him down. That's what I'm thinking. It's my opinion. I could be wrong. Fight over leg warmers. That'd be fun to watch. Defendants generally making it impossible to know which defendant allegedly did what, and being dominated by conclusory, vague, and immaterial facts. And also the court elaborated on this for all but 3 primary defendants. The complaint is completely devoid of factual allegations showing or supporting any inference that defendants knew of, let alone participated in, any misconduct or conspiracy. The plaintiffs seem to have sued almost everybody who dealt with the decedent, his health care, or his estate. Even for the 3 primary defendants, the complaint's factual allegations are not sufficient to state a claim on which relief can be granted. Tug ain't tiny, but Meg is fierce. Exactly. I mean, she fights dragons. She fights dragons, Ozark Killer. I mean, what do you expect whenever you got Megan
Yeah, I mean, I'll show you. I'll show you again. I'll show you the video here. If you don't believe that, that she and him can't fight. I mean, look.
Night. You wear costumes, I wear the fight. I'm the last paragraph that ends the sight. You wanted smoke, I bring forecast maps. Lines draw clean while your narrative snaps. Try to go fast, trip over your caps. I pace like chess, you stumble like gaps. I'm a true villain on a mic, shadow with a code. That umbrella got the best host from coast to coast. Code dropping nukes, let the forces decompose. Boom, driving the story where the real info goes. Watching all the
See what I mean? The man's buffed out, but Megan, she's rough. Megan's rough. See what I mean? I mean, she's like taking him out, saying, "I want to get my leg warmers back." Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Yeah, Tug is jacked. That's what I'm saying. Actual Boomer, he is like jacked up. Just like don't mess with him. Meg is overwhelmed with guilt for trying to make Jay cry this morning. No, she shouldn't be. It's easy. It's so easy to make him cry. All you got to do is just squeeze his head a little bit, just a little bit. If the pear gets slightly deformed, he cries. He cries. He gets big tears in his eyes. He can't help it. Given that Yamaha bike usually represents a dragon, I'm not sure about Megan Fox's video. Oh well, you have to understand that she wanted to get her leg warmers back. If you're looking to get your leg warmers back from Tug, that's what you do. Is you got to show up there, and fight off a couple of dragons and small children. I mean, the small children are more vicious than the dragons. And then once you fight them off, then you can just like wrestle them down, maybe pull the leg. But see, something bad happened and they hit their head. Fallen Hero, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Going out to Pam's Electric. That's awesome. Electric Place. Eclectic. See, I can't read very well. Pam's Eclectic Place. Got it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thanks, Fallen Hero. The district court dismissed with prejudice because plaintiff had refused to heed the prior's order, clear warning of the governing standards and requirement to comply with them. Alternatively, the district court found plaintiffs filed a stated claim under the RICO Act, finding capacities, enterprise, pattern of racketeering activity, defendant's operation or management of enterprise injury from the use of investment of racketeering income, injury from acquisition or maintenance of enterprise, RICO conspiracy, all inadequately pled. So not only did he fail in one aspect, he failed in another, and they're pointing it right out here. They're saying the amendment would be futile. It seems clear that some of these defendants should not have been sued at all. It seems likely that affording the plaintiffs another opportunity to amend would increase the cost of litigation and otherwise accomplish nothing. Had the plaintiffs been able to allege actual facts showing a RICO violation or other basis for recovery, they should have alleged the facts in the third amended complaint, and they had fair warning. That would have been Chips. Let's see. And yeah, they just basically repeat that over that again. District court entered a judgment pursuant to its order in 83, and plaintiffs timely appealed the order in judgment in document 91. The trial court noted that Rooker-Feldman doctrine would bar claims related to the state court's 2021 order authorizing the sale of property, but the shotgun nature of the pleading precluded a determination of whether any entire account could be dismissed on the basis. They give a summary of the argument. Plaintiffs were basically saying, just reiterating the things that we just went through. Leave to amend this, but the argument is foreclosed because plaintiffs did not seek leave to amend. District court concluded amendment would be futile. Having dismissed the sole federal claim, the district court did not abuse its discretion in declining jurisdiction over the remaining state law claims. Another argument plaintiffs failed to raise, and this court
should affirm, which basically just affirmed that it was right. And that wasn't the only one, because you have to understand, with this many people, Tracy Weldon, thank you so much. Look at that, Tracy Weldon with the 10 gifted memberships. She's wanting to get it all fired up. Tracy Weldon, thank you so much. She gifted 10 memberships. That would have gone all out to One Meemaw, Baby Pixie, Simba, D.I. No Mom, The Black Robin, Storm, Beers, and Summer. The original Clark Stark. The Freckled Ginger. Oh, Freckled Ginger. So awesome that she got one. That is so good to see. Lady Blue Hawaiian, Garcia Roberts. No, it's Gracie Roberts. Gracia, maybe. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, but it looks like a pretty name. Awesome. 10 gifted memberships. That is awesome. And this is for you, most definitely.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every single day. A new flavor of fuckery, cause everybody sucks, you see, and then a bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balderdash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. I love it. Hey, slow moving giant, good to see you in here. I hadn't seen you in a little bit. It's good to see you. My, oh my. So the district court followed this court's well-established precedent in exercising its discretion to dismiss plaintiff's repeat shotgun pleading with prejudice. And it basically tells everything that we already saw. And it says down here at the bottom, appellant is not entitled to another chance to replead. The district court sua sponte gave him an opportunity
to. Rockenstone 5904 has become a member.
Well, thank you very much, Rockenstone. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. Rockenstone, Brunson Rockenstone. I love it. Man, I believe that. Isn't that from Fred Flintstone? That seems like that's where I remember that name. Brunson Rockenstone 5904 celebrates 7 months of living the shit show. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh man, late to the stream as watching the WWE. Well, see, and see, slow moving beast. If you would have been, did you get a chance to find out how Megan did a suplex off of? I mean, they were wrestling over those leg roamers. I mean, we're making a whole good story here. You got to pay attention, because I'll forget it. And I'm just picturing, Megan got a hold of Tug's leg and she's lifting it up and she's trying to get that leg warmer off, and Tug's flailing, he's reaching for her hair, but she keeps flipping it out of the way, and then next thing you know, down he goes, he hits his head, does a header into the table, he's feeling not too well. No, that's why Tug and Megan weren't on. They were wrestling over leg warmers. But prayers out to both of them, and I hope that they both get to feeling better. Megan with her warm legs, and Tug, maybe she'll spare one of those leg warmers as a bandage to put on Tug's head. It'll look like a little sock puppet up there or something. That's what I'm hoping. Affirming and finding no abuse of discretion where the district court dismissed plaintiff's first amended complaint after explaining why it was a shotgun pleading, and the court gave him a chance, to try again. But what did he do? He failed at that one also. He's been pretty good at failing at shit. In this order's dismissing the second amended complaint without prejudice. He gave him directions and citations to case law, setting forth federal pleading standard, warning him their third amended complaint must conform with those standards. Appellant's contention that the order did not contain a specific instruction against adopting and incorporating the allegations of preceding counts is unavailing because they were represented by counsel capable of and expected to abide the instruction to conform with the law. Additionally, the district court found the third amended complaint violated not just this one, but 3 principles against shotgun pleadings. Yeah. 3. Well, look who he married. Another failure. Yeah,
At
exactly.
Taz_67 Invader has become a member.
Oh,
Taz, I
thank
love
you,
the
Taz.
emoji
Oh my
show.
gosh. Thank you. So good to see you. It has been a few. I hope that you are doing well, Taz. Taz Invader celebrates 8 months of membership. God, I love the shit show. Yeah, no, I'll play it again a little bit later on and show you guys some real love. Yeah, baby. Despite this order, the plaintiffs did not fix the problem. Vibe Micro Inc. Appellant seemed to concede as much, stating the third amended complaint contained a shotgun pleading error, but argued it could have been remedied with leave to further amend. For that reason alone, there could have been no abuse of discretion. Since he admits on appeal that the complaint at issue remained a shotgun pleading, the district court could not have abused its discretion in dismissing it on shotgun pleading grounds. Further, plaintiffs did not ask the district court for leave to amend, and the district court was not required to sua sponte give him any additional chances to remedy the Rule 8 violations. We will not adopt a rule requiring district courts to endure endless shotgun pleadings. Noting plaintiff never moved to file a third amended complaint. Even without this concession, the third amended complaint was properly dismissed as a shotgun pleading. Those were 2 separate cases. As the district court found, the appellants conceded 10 of the 12 counts in the third amended complaint incorporated all preceding paragraphs, including all of these, 192 through 426, interspersed in through there. As this court has explained, incorporating preceding paragraphs makes counts contain irrelevant factual allegations and legal conclusions, requiring the trial court to sift out the irrelevancies, a task that can be quite onerous. Yeah, not a good time to do that. My sound is fading in and out. Well, if you just joined, it will fade in and out periodically throughout the stream, only because, well, my computer is hating me today. It's not anybody's fault, but I do thank you. Also, shout out to Debbie Baker. I hope that you are getting to feel better. Most definitely. $5 from Lady Texas. Hi, your sound is fading in and out. Love your channel though. Well, thank you. And I hope that it calms down. It could be because I'm turning my head. It could be any number of things. I don't know why. We'll figure it out eventually. I'm working on trying to smooth things out. Like all streaming stuff has been acting funky lately. We'll hopefully get it all straightened out in the long run. And let me see. Yeah, I think I know what the problem is. Let me see if I can fix it. So what I will do is I will turn off the echo cancellation, and that may clear it up a little bit and make it go a little bit smoother. It could be weather related, but I don't know. Well, it is cold, Tammy. It is cold. But it could be some setting that I have over here, and I do appreciate you guys letting me know that it's acting funky. It could be because I'm talking a little bit lower tonight and not have to yell at the top of my lungs. Next, it is not clear which counts were asserted. We already went through all of that. And also, oh my gosh, look at what we got there. It says, from Luigi's mommy, I was out running errands and got home late for Megan and Tug. Not on. I found you, so I get Megan breadstick money. Too bad for Megan. Love you. Oh, yes, let's make Megan jealous. Let's make her feel bad for not showing up today. Thank you very much, Luigi's mom. I love that. Thank you very much. We'll mock them for not being able to give out the gain that breadstick money. And if you feel like donating, sometimes all it takes is just a nice thumbs up, and it makes me feel just as happy. And I do appreciate you, Luigi's mom, just like everyone else that has donated to this, and keeps this chat up and running. Also, super tips, if you haven't seen it, is turned on over there in the top corner. And I'll minimize this for a second. I'll just do that. So up there in the top corner, you'll see a little thing that says super tips. And you can super tip over there. Also, if you feel like giving more to the creator, less to YouTube, you're welcome to do that. You don't have to. I'm just saying that it's there. It is available. And I do have some pretty cool voices. And I do appreciate every single one of you for coming by. Even if it's just to hit the thumbs up. We don't go for the gold here. We just go for whatever you feel like throwing at us, making us feel better, as long as they're not rocks, because the rocks will hurt. Rocks can be quite painful whenever they hit you. Trust me. Look what that thing did. Look what it did. It broke it in little pieces. Thank you so much. The leg warmer, that's exactly what it is, Jerry Schneider. It's the Great Leg Warmer Fight of 2026. Oh, it got rough, I'm sure. There was some throwing down going on there. Now, because there is multiple people filing in this case, and I'm not going to show all of this one here, because it's going to say pretty close to the same thing. It just ends up being a different plaintiff, because you have Appellee Big Bend Hospice Inc.'s answer in brief. Now, there was quite a few people. Now, in this particular, not necessarily this filing, but in the appeals filings, what they did was a joinder. Okay, so basically they said, hey, this pleading that has been pled. We are joining what their pleading is, and so that way the court doesn't have to sort through multiple pleadings of an appeals brief. And that's what these are. They're just basically an appeals brief, and they want to basically spend less time and money having to deal with this and try to get this taken care of as quickly as possible. The faster it gets in front of the appeal court, the better it is for everybody on this, because they're footing the bill at this time, but they won't be forever. Now, like I said, there's only 24 plaintiffs, but there's a lot of people. Whenever I showed you those 70, 80 people, some of these are individual people that have to be served. Some of them are part of a law firm. Some of them are justices. Some of them are, just randos that, clerks, paralegals. And that's why you'll see so many names in there. But there are only 24 plaintiffs. That's still a lot. And let's see. We'll go down here. Table of contents. I'm scrolling down really quick so I don't make you dizzy. It makes me dizzy looking at it sometimes. So basically what it says here, the statement of the issues, whether the district court abuses discretion on dismissing the third amended complaint with prejudice on shotgun pleading grounds, whether the district court abuses discretion dismissing the third amended complaint without leave to file a fourth amended complaint. Now, this one here ends up being a little bit shorter. Basically, it gives the statement of the case of how this all commenced, which we already read through. Some people might have a little bit more of an insight on it. Some may not, but they do. The order denies the leave to file the plainly deficient second amended complaint, and this is one of the paragraphs that the judge wrote. That's why I wanted to stop this citation. This order denies leave to file the plainly deficient. Where's the penny chat? We do have the penny chat. I mean, the pennies from heaven. I think they stopped making pennies, didn't they? At least that's what I heard. Something like that. Could be wrong. I don't know. There might be a penny chat there somewhere. Penny chat's right there. You can do a 99-cent like super sticker. I mean, those are easy. And I get to see them too. To file the third amended complaint, any third amended complaint must be labeled the third amended complaint. It must be double spaced throughout, except only in headings and footnotes. It gives all of the information. But what is most important part that they did not pay any attention to, and that's why they italicized it, is any third amended complaint must be short and plain and must conform with the law of the circuit on shotgun pleadings. Of course, they refiled a 135-page third amended complaint against approximately 23 defendants. I thought it was 24, but that's 23 defendants. The third amended complaint consisted of 12 number counts and 453 numbered paragraphs and ran afoul of the law of the circuit on shotgun pleadings. And this is where, like, some of this is just absolutely insane. Now, they wouldn't even be in court if he would have just taken his lumps and said, okay, I will, I screwed up. But Chips couldn't do that. No, he filed an amendment. He filed an appeal on this. As to shotgun pleading, the district court described the third amended complaint as an impenetrable mess, as egregious as shotgun pleading as has ever hit the docket. Yeah, see, look at that. Cynthia Firefairy with the $1. Thank you very much. It is awesome. Thank you. See, $1 from Cynthia Firefairy, the true jumper of aircrafts onto a hot spot and getting it all put out. Yes. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? 8675309. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It is awesome. Where is it? You know what? I thought I had done this, and I hadn't. There we go. Now we've got it. Thank you. Thank you. And enjoy, Cynthia. It could be short-lived. You never know. But thank you very much. You've been good. You've been good. The district court found that the third amended complaint left readers to guess which allegations related to which counts. Most counts of the third amended complaint incorporated by reference all preceding allegations and counts, and the third amended complaint repeatedly used the terms enterprise and defendants generally. These are the same exact things that we said before. As the stated claim, the district court found that for all but three primary defendants, Sketchley, Ketchler, and Van Meter, the complaint is completely devoid of factual allegations showing or supporting any inference that the defendants knew of. And summary of the argument, the Lambos tendered 4 consecutive shotgun pleadings. After the second amended complaint, the district court entered an order advising the Lambos. The second amended complaint was a shotgun pleading, granting them leave to file a third, and inviting that any third amended complaint must conform with the law of the 11th Circuit on shotgun pleadings, and the Lambos had fair notice. They filed a third amended complaint. The third amended complaint was another shotgun pleading that did not conform with the law of the 11th Circuit on shotgun pleadings that did not state a claim against Big Bend. Filed motions to dismiss the third amended complaint. I knew you'd like it. After following all the wacko incompetence lawyers, I hope some law professors will watch it. I'm questioning how they were allowed to graduate and weren't caught while they were law students. Well, JV, that's a pretty. Here, let me explain. Let me explain something. It could be that they didn't go to a very well ranked school. We're talking one of the lowest ranking schools. Not the lowest, but pretty far down on the list of how good they are. You're out. Well, Jenny, sorry you're not feeling well. Get to feeling better, Jenny. Please do, because here's the thing. They in this little bell curve they have, okay, for attorneys. It doesn't matter whether you're top of your class or bottom of your class. It doesn't matter if you
got, if you pass the bar, you're still an attorney. Yeah, 194 out of 196. Yeah, it's pretty low. I think it's moved up in rankings. I think it may be like 189th now or something like that. It's pretty bad. It's pretty damn bad. I mean, so whenever you've got people like that are handling this kind of stuff, I mean, I don't know his level of, how well he did in school, but even bad attorneys become attorneys. It doesn't matter. I mean, we know that Chips graduated law school just like any other attorney. So did Deuce. So did Lips. I mean, they all graduated law school. So did Paint Chips. Paint Chips graduated law school. Doesn't mean that he was the best at his job or in practice. I mean, as you've seen, some people, mess up. Some people mess up really bad. Some people don't mess up at all. Some people have, an entire long career without ever making, a single mistake. Or at least getting caught for making a mistake. I mean, I'm sure mistakes are made. After following these wackos and competent lawyers, I hope some law professors are watching. But yeah, I mean, I don't think the law professors are as concerned about it. I mean, it seems to me they're not. Or, here's the thing, and I'm not saying this about all law professors or any of them in particular, but some law professors, find that they're better at academics. Look at DeThomas's. I mean, you have to understand DeThomas's. He was a law professor. I think it was an adjunct law professor, but he was a law professor nonetheless. And from what I understand is people didn't really like him. Charge you $1. That's a good deal. I didn't charge her anything. No, I enjoy having her here. As well for the wrenches, yes. And there's another person I'm waiting on to show up to. Whenever they do, I will give it to them. Saran wrap, yeah, Saran wrap past the bar. I mean, it takes, and people don't understand this. It really takes egregious actions for the bar to consider, removing you, like disbarring you. I mean, doctors, they all pass the I think it's some sort of bar or some sort of test to become a doctor. What do you call a doctor that graduates medical school? A doctor, or even sucks at medical school and graduates. It doesn't matter as long as they graduate. They're called a doctor. Same way with an attorney. They're a Juris Doctorate, so they could be called a doctor. That some people call it a JD, Juris Doctorate. So I mean, you don't have to be good at it. I mean, I'm not an attorney. I mean, I wouldn't want to be an attorney. There's so much I don't know about the law. I mean, that's what I'm learning a lot of this stuff the same way as you guys. Yeah, board exam. Thank you, Tammy. See, I'm like I said, I don't know this stuff like I probably should. I really don't. I want to, but I just don't. I'm not the smartest one. Don't listen to me for law advice. I would never give legal advice because I suck at it. I mean, I've told everybody from the beginning. I am. There's a reason why I wore a helmet. There's a good reason why I wore a helmet. It's called practicing law or medicine. Yeah, because you're practicing at it. It doesn't mean you're good. It just means you're practicing. Like maybe one day I'll be good as a doctor or something. The Lambos did not file a leave for motion. And then the argument so this is the argument. District Court properly dismissed the third amended complaint with prejudice as a shotgun pleading. Shotgun pleadings, the courts in the 11th Circuit have little tolerance for shotgun pleadings.
And of course, an established framework exists for handling shotgun pleadings. Namely, a district court must give representation plaintiff one chance to refile a complaint pleading and may thereafter dismiss with prejudice a refiled shotgun pleading. When a litigant files a shotgun pleading and is represented by counsel and fails to request leave to amend, a district court must sua sponte give him one chance to replead before dismiss his case with prejudice. District court dismissal. The Lambos conceded that the third amended complaint was a shotgun pleading. District court, after being presented with the Lambos' proposed second one, the page citations, blah, 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 amended complaint, found that the proposed second amended complaint was a shotgun pleading, entered a repleader order. The Lambos received fair notice and an opportunity to replead. The Lambos, however, refiled the third amended complaint that suffered from the same problem. The Lambos take issue with adequacy of notice provided by the district court. They argue that the third amended complaint cures the defects, explicitly identify the repleader order, most basic formatting defects, and the district court dismissed the third amended complaint for new defects not previously identified. So not only did they screw up, they just didn't. It was like they didn't even attempt to fix it. Now, what Big Bend is saying is like, we're done, it's just like, send this thing back to the lower court. That was what they wanted to do, is say, hey, send this back. She's the leader of both the short bus and the shit show. Well, maybe it's one and the same. Therefore, district court did not abuse its discretion dismissing it. 2, the district court properly dismissed the third amended complaint with prejudice without granting leave to amend. Well, the court reviews a decision denying the leave to amend for an abuse of discretion. District court dismissal. Lambos conceded the third amended complaint was subject to dismissal. Leave to amend. The district court is not required to grant a file to amend a complaint sua sponte and may dismiss a complaint with prejudice if a plaintiff has not properly requested to amend.
Jello wrestling over leg warmers, but the Jello was frozen.
Oh, was that what it was? Is that what it was? Midas Claw? I had no idea that the Jello was frozen. Man, that's good to know. Now I understand why. They should. You see, you got to take the Jello out of the freezer. Like you have to put it in the fridge so it'll like get like nice and gelatinous, I guess is the best way of putting it. It turns into that nice gooey stuff, and then all of a sudden, if you put it in the freezer, I don't know, I've never tried gelatin in the freezer. Well, thank you very much for the being a member for 2 months, and this is for all you new members, and also for all members that are currently with us. Here we go.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery, 'cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balder, dash pop, cock, ball, and oh yeah, now Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Midas Claw. I appreciate you. So it will set up gel. Yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, they might have frozen something. Maybe it was just the hard impact. I'm scrolling down here to see if there's anything we're seeing. The Rooker-Feldman doctrine is a non-issue because the district court's decision was not based on the Rooker-Feldman doctrine. And they tried pleading this earlier. The Lambos argue that the Rooker-Feldman doctrine does not apply to the claims asserted in the third amendment complaint. Well, and also this is a non-issue because the district court order dismissing the third amendment complaint and alternatively count 1 with prejudice was not based on Rooker-Feldman doctrine. Doc 82, page 6. The Third Amendment complains vague allegations and half-hour incorporations by reference make it impossible to sort out which parts of the claims are barred by these Rooker-Feldman doctrine principles.
Shariworth and J6J.
Oh, I love being a member. You're the great.
You're the greatest,
you.
Shizzy.
Thank you very much, Shari. Celebrates 1 month of membership. I love being a member. You're the greatest, Shizzy. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate having you. It's always good. It's always good. The conclusion, the court's decision dismissing the Third Amendment complaint with prejudice should be affirmed. And that's basically what all of these people that are filing are going to be asking. That the court say, hey, affirm all of this for us. They're just saying, affirm that this was that the lower court ruled correctly. That's all they're asking. Just let them say it just ruled correctly. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this properly. I'm going to give it a try. But there's no guarantee that it's going to work. So I'm going to try to show you some new music. If you're up for it, it's fun. It's fun. It might be a little crazy, but the first time that you heard one of these was coming out of the wonderful Rosalind Duke. Okay. Now, Rosalind Duke asked me, she said, hey, I noticed something. Can you make me a song about peepholes? And I said, make you a song about peepholes? I was like, why do I need to give you a song about peepholes? And then she explained it to me. I said, oh my, that is a glorious idea. I love that idea. So how about I make you a song about peepholes? And it is one of the most interesting ones that you're going to probably hear tonight. But I was up for the task. I said, I think I can do this, but you'll have to bear with me on this one. And I'm going to hide that right there for just a second. I want to change my look, make it like this, like this, like this, like this. There we go. So I put together this song just for Rosalind right here. Here we go. Oh, it's so nice.
Imagine there's no pants on. It's easy if you try. No fabric in the way now, just peepholes in my eyes. Imagine all the peepholes swinging in my face today. Meow, meow. Hey, imagine morning woodies. It isn't hard to do. No zippers to wrestle, no belts to struggle through. Imagine all the peepholes out in the open breeze. Meow, meow. Please. You may say I'm a nudist, but I'm one more than one. I hope someday it will join us, and the world will swing the bone. Meow, meow. Imagine no more pockets. I wonder if you can. No boxers, briefs, or thongs now. A freer, bolder plan. Imagine all the peepholes everywhere you look. Bold. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm wanting more than one. I hope someday you'll bear it, and we'll all hang loose as one. Meow, meow. I hope someday you'll bear it, and we'll all hang loose as one. Meow, meow.
I knew you guys would like that one. Ah, yes. Also, cell phones like work too. Yes, they do. And then I also, I said, well, I needed one for the retiring of the helmet, and this is for the retirement of the helmet.
It started as a joke. Then the stars showed up. And the money followed. And somebody got mad.
Cheap plastic dome, 0 grand design. Just something to wear when I cross the line. Chat popped off, chaos embedded. Every super chat landed, star added. Shiny stickers, red, white, blue pride. Everyone a moment, I survived. Wasn't merch, wasn't stealth wealth. It was a running tally on my helm. No, those stars weren't flex, weren't ego fell. They were thanks for saying it, nailed to the shell. Didn't buy silence, didn't buy guilt. They marked every time I didn't will. Star spangled, shiny, glorious thing. Every dollar rang like freedom ringing. Not a costume, not a gag prop joke. That helmet earned every star it wore. Heat came, jokes came, nothing melted it. The chat anointed the helmet. Then the mission ended, purpose fulfilled. Helmet stood tall, didn't but real. Didn't shrine it, didn't hoard the myth. Gave it away, so good could live. Auction went live, numbers climb. Turns out memory appreciates with time. I lean back like, let it sail. Didn't know I started a war with the helmet. Same auction, same damn night, making center panty hamster. Wild little sight, sarcasm signed, a banana clean elite. Comedy royalty, internet heat, respect to both, no shade implied. Then the biz rolled in and changed the vibe. The helmet outsold them. Combined. You can't beat the helmet. Get on me, get on me. You can't beat the helmet. Get on me, get on me. You can't beat the helmet. You can't beat the helmet, even when it's gone. Penny hamster tried, banana tried, still got out drunk. Stars beat gimmicks, moments beat clout, plastic beat pedigree. That wasn't merch, that was community. Tone shifted quick, smiles went tight, jokes got louder, jokes got sharp. Now there's talk, topping the feet, making declared war. Headline heat, but you can't recreate earned absurdity. You can't bottle lightning stupidity. They swing now, trying to fell it, but they're fighting the ghost of a helmet. Cause value wasn't name or fame, it was shared chaos. Dumb courage, brain damage. You can't sign that, you can't fake that. You had to be there to make that. Can't beat the helmet, not with shine, not with art. It was built on laughs and bad ideas, and somehow didn't fall apart. Those stars weren't stickers, they were felt, each one a memory. The helmet won the war before war was declared on me. It's gone now, passed on, still undefeated. They can try to beat it. They can try to outbid it. But that star-spangled, shiny, glorious thing, it already won.
Oh yeah, and I also have one more that I've been working on. I want to get you guys' opinion. I think this one turned out really good. It's only one, Star Spangled Helmet. Great song, yes, it is a great song, and the wonderful bitter
and they've been in here in chat and they've said hello multiple times. That bid on it is going to send me a picture whenever they get the case for it, and they're going to. I'm hoping that it is proudly displayed and shows all of what you as a community did to make that helmet great. Like, you guys came together in such a glorious way, and I appreciate it. It made it so enjoyable. But of course, this next song is not about the helmet. It's a different part, and it's, well, I'll just let you guys enjoy. Tell me what you think.
Slide, boom, they still out here. Home goes, popping up, sliding through the smoke. Drop it. Menace hit the block for the first little sob drop. Phone dripping, heavy eyes, bloodshot, trying to lock. Call me the reaper while they face down in the mud. I'm sliding past the sirens, they drown in they blood. Whisper, I might still 101, flicker of flame. Turn boom, whole pack, buried under my name. Leg clinging zombies, gates crack, solo knee vines wrap around my shadow, begging to breathe. Humping my leg like gremlins on the scene. Grinding in the air, still praying for something clean. Wrestling like the blood from the blessing for free. I'm ghost riding dirty while they choke on they knee. Popping up, slide, vicious smirk, sharp like a shank. You dancing with death, got spanked. They shudder when the silence hit harder than bass. Howl like the cage, no escape from the chase. I ain't even glance, I crank the back to a roar. I'll turn for the wave, open up the damn door. Foam for the pavement, tears in the night. I sip some Nordic while they spiral the blood. Hollow little fiends, pride 6 feet in the ground, clawing that smoke, trying to make the void sound. Humping my leg like strays, trapped in the trap. Pressing on phantom steel, running they out. Lead pure desperation, circles burned in the street. I'm calm like the kingpin, winging at the feet. Popping a drip, lead the laugh low with the fall. You running on echoes, waiting on my call. No smoke, just famine under blood, red moon glow. Parasocial junkie sniffing trails from years ago. I go. They turn the volume to straight pain. Digital candle barking at acid rain. Start for a hit, the smallest little drip. I flow through the darkness, never giving no rip. Sweat pouring rivers, they burn on the cope. I stride through static while the bitch just choke. They birth, burn a race just to scream at the void. Spill black confessions where the light get destroyed. Whole empire stacked on the ghost of my name while I'm posted dumb bother rewriting the frame. Chase my pain exhaust like it's work from the gods. Collapse when the quiet stay colder than odds. I stay like detached, flown through the haze. They wail like the dam, lost in a maze. Humping my leg like cracked out clowns. Alley cast kings but they rustle little crowns. Breathe low laughs at the show that you bring. I fade to the cut, still champ on the ring. Pop a nut, never trip, never answer the plea. You hug a knee empty, begging bury deep. Yeah, they still dancing, still slapping the shadows, still begging for light that died long ago. I'm still sliding, still good, still king. Y'all keep performing. This trap eternal, pop a nut out the trap. Silent, gone.
And that's all that matters. Is you don't have to be a fan of the song, of this type of music, but I will tell you what, it's got a great beat, and it's great to wiggle around on the floor, get a little bit of exercise, and enjoy. Thank you very much, Claudette. I appreciate you, Claudette Hanson. That's awesome. And yes, Rosilla, whenever you've got the thing out there, let the chat know. They will be more than happy. And you guys go check out Rez. He does some great music. He does really fun stuff. And he's not the only one that does some really fun stuff, because I don't got it now. Now the name is going to slip me like a really bad memory. See, you have to remember, I have like the worst memory ever. This is why I could never be a lawyer, because I just have the absolute worst memory that you've ever seen. It is so bad. It is so bad. My wife mocks me on a regular basis. Let me do something real quick. There we go. Now that was acting weird on me. Now it is not uncommon for me to have like things that I usually try to remember, and yeah, now I remember. Flippin' Adventures also does really good music. So if you haven't seen any Flippin' Adventures stuff, they make some of the most fun music also. And then we also have Audio Coffee makes really good music. I mean, it's like there's so much talent. There's so much talent in here. I mean, I'm still always going to be me and do the stuff that I do. Yeah, Audio Coffee does do some really good stuff along with Raz. I mean, do you want me to look up and share those links in here? Well, if you want to share Raz's link in here and Audio Coffee's link, most definitely. Also, Flippin' Adventures, share their link too. That's always a great thing. I mean, whenever I'm mentioning somebody, most definitely go ahead and throw their links up there. That's absolutely fine. There's no problem with it at all. It is good because I want people to go and check out all of the other stuff out there. Oh yeah, Jazz Fest is gonna be a hoot this year. Got Rod Stewart, the Eagles, plus Earth, Wind, and Fire. I would go just for Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, Rod Stewart, maybe. I mean, the Eagles, maybe, but Earth, Wind, and Fire, that's gonna be badass. If she didn't love you, she would not mock you. Oh, who mocks me? I will have to hurt them if they mock me. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Proud of your Christmas tune collection. Oh, Christmas. I think he meant to say tune, maybe. Maybe. Thanks, Audio Coffee. That's awesome. No, I mean, and I know you guys will send, especially Audio Coffee will send me music. Raz sends me music, and I listen to it, and see, there was an issue I had a while back, and it's no offense against anybody. I got into a lot of issues whenever I would show videos that would get me demonetized. Like, and it wasn't anybody's fault but my own. It wasn't the creator. And so I tend to not show music on my channel, just because there might be one day that you say, hey, this is a #1 song, and I'm going to copyright it. And whatever you copyright it, if I play it on my channel can get struck down years later. Like, it will just strike that kind of stuff. So I stopped, playing music on my channel just because of that. And I didn't want to run into issues later on. It's not that I don't appreciate the music. It's just I found that it gets me in all kinds of crazy stuff, and I don't want anybody to ever have to suffer that from the stuff that I do. Whenever I put my music out there and I tell somebody it's theirs, I make sure that it goes to them. And I might play the music on here, but I won't ever do that. Even if I hated your guts, the next year, I still wouldn't do that to somebody. We have standard copyright fee. They should pay you to perform cover music. That's right. That's absolutely right. And so that's why I always have a hard time like streaming, different. I mean, you'll see it whenever I do certain things, like especially if I'm doing like something from X. Perfect example. I showed an interview that was given by a friend of mine that did a thing with a chipmunk called Thelonious Monk, and it got me struck. It got me a copyright strike, and they wouldn't even. I mean, they actually took down the whole stream, which I didn't know it until afterwards. But I couldn't make a single penny off of it until I deleted that section out. And then, of course, everyone was saying, "Oh, it was because Jeremy was on." I was like, "No, it wasn't because Jeremy was on. It's because I showed a chipmunk video." Could you imagine? You get your stuff struck for just showing a chipmunk video. I mean, it was so bad. And it's like a feel good story, because she started doing it about the time that happened. But there's other things that I'll show, and like this one I'll show you, but I can't share the music. Okay. Now this is going to freak you out at first, but whenever you figure out what it is, you're going to go, "Oh, that's pretty awesome." Here we go, right here. So check this out. Now, as you watch, you see the sand is crawling. Do you see the sand is crawling? Well, these right here are baby turtles. These are all sea turtles. And if you watch, you can see them. They're making their way out of their eggs across the sand, and they're making their way to the ocean. Now, you don't want to disturb any of these or pick them up and carry them there or do anything like that. These little boogers have to make it all on their own. And I mean, there's just background music, and I can't play the background music. And so this is the kind of stuff that I'll do. Alvin, you got struck. It does happen. It does happen. But yeah, people are moving out of the way, letting the little baby turtles move on into the water. Now, this is an exercise they have to do. It helps build up their strength, and if some of them don't make it, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But this is the kind of stuff that I like to show off to people, because I think it's pretty damn level. Yeah, I would love to see that someday also in person, just to see a baby turtle do its thing. It would be absolutely wonderful. Now, here's another one I can't play the music on, and this is this one right here. Now, this is how we feed our trout with bugs. Check this out. So what they do is he's got this little spinning piece right here, and he hangs it, and the bugs they're going up towards the light, and they get knocked down, and then the trout gets food. Could you imagine that? They just eat the bugs all night. If you come out here with an adult beverage and then watch the trout eat the bugs, it's a good time. I mean, come on. Yes. See, like, this is the ingenuity of people. They come up with the craziest stuff. Like, here's a chipmunk video I can show you, but I've got to mute the music, of course. So check this out. Look at this. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey, Teresa Elliott, how you doing? I love watching crazy stuff like this. Just watching these two squirrels. Actually, I think these are squirrels and not chipmunks. I'm pretty sure they're squirrels, but watching these two squirrels just go at it. Just like, oops. And you're just hoping that one gains traction, but he just can't seem to grab a hold, and just he's just having the hardest time. This other one has not missed a beat. He's just going. I love showing you guys stuff like this. Those are flying squirrels. Are they flying squirrels? God, they're flying all right. They're booking right along. Crazy stuff. Oh, what is this one right here? Oh, okay. So this is a sort of a sad story, a very sad story. Very sad story. You guys want to see it? Okay, here's a sad story for you.
A Texas man is fighting for his life in the hospital after he stole a package off of a woman's front porch, only to go back to his car, open it up, and see that it was full of black widow spiders. This woman was tired of this man coming by and stealing all of her packages before she could get home from work, so she made a little package that was just for him. When he popped that package open in his car, a bunch of spiders came flying out, and they bit him all over his face, and then he started swelling up and getting nauseous, so he had to go to the ER, and then he called the police and would like to file assault charges against her for setting up that booby trap. So the police contact the woman, and they're like, did you put a decoy package full of black widow spiders out on your front porch? And she's like, oh no, those black widows are my pets. Were you able to find them? I saw that they were missing, and I just have them in a box because they like to play in there while I'm at work. And the police were like, oh, this guy, he stole the box, and then they bit his face, and he whacked a couple of them, so they're no longer with us. And the woman's like, he killed killed my pets. That's completely unwarranted. I'd like to file charges against him for that.
Didn't see that coming, did you? He killed my pets. I love it. I love it. I thought that was absolutely glorious. I was like, man, see, this is the kind of stuff that I like showing you guys because it's absolutely awesome. Clever lady, deserves him right. Yeah. Now, I can't play the music to this because it will get me in trouble, but I can play something that might be just as enjoyable. How about that? How would I play you something that might be just as enjoyable? And this is a 16-year-old world champion. Okay. And what you're about to see is, I think it deserves some beautiful music to it. How's that?
In the suburbs of Houston, two pendejos took aim. A Kevlar helmet, a very dumb game. Shoot me first, compadre, then I'll shoot at you. Darwin was waiting to spread a little goo. Kevlar caballeros playing with fate. One went to heaven, the other to state, shooting their melons inside of the house. One got a coffin, the other got counts. The sheriff came calling, said this makes no sense. Chingada madre cabron, call that self-defense. Neighbors were peeking, shaking heads side to side. Estos gringos tan locos, and one had to die.
I knew you guys would like that. Damn it. Went to the spider story to share it and find out it's a hoax. Why don't the good guys ever win? Of course it was a hoax, but it was a good story. Added this to my bucket list. Yes. You have to. You have to add this kind of fun to enjoy this. See, we like having a little bit of fun here. Now, I recommend don't ever do this to your wife. Okay, it's really good, but don't ever do it to your wife.
My precious, precious. What has it got in its nasty pockets? They stole it from us. Wicked tricksy bitches.
So scared.
Give it to us. We need it. We want it, the precious. Who tries to serve the master of the precious?
Stop fishing on me, Liam.
Give it to us, you and you.
Don't, Liam. That's disgusting.
No, it ruins it. Stupid fat habits. Sorry, precious. Kiss for the precious?
No, fuck off.
Wait, what? You have content? Yes, Nate, I actually do have content. It's amazing how that works. But there's somebody I want you to check out, and I will say that it is probably the best thing that you are going to see, because we like petty. Petty is fun sometimes, and this is why you don't piss off your redneck neighbor, Karen.
So you see that fancy development back there? Somebody didn't like that we had our fire lit the other day. They called the fire company and they came and put it out. The problem is it was a brush pile. It wasn't contained like a fire ring. Well, now we've got a fire ring. We just lit this fire. They can't put this one out.
Oh, we can't put this one out, can he now? So we got a fire ring. Can't put it out. I thought you would like this one, Cynthia.
So it's going to burn all summer.
Oh.
Comment below what you think we should burn in here. Just make these neighbors mad. Because after all, we didn't build our house next to their fancy neighborhood. They built their fancy neighborhood next to our house. Let me know. What should we put in here? Well, it's day 2 of the petty pit. Petty pit. I like that. Let's make that a hashtag that goes off. Hashtag petty pit. So anyway, it's going to rain today. It's going a little heavy. I'll let you know how this works out. Here we go. It's rolling now. Petty pit part 2. As you can see, I got lots more. Stay tuned.
I love it. He's out here cooking hot dogs. I love it. Cynthia fire. It's like fire extinguisher.
Hey everybody. Welcome back to the petty pit part 3. So, first of all, we really appreciate all the views and the likes and the comments.
Yeah.
Over 1 million views on the first video, which is...
Could you imagine 1 million views out here just running a fire pit?
somewhere around 1 million more than I expected it to get. 20.
It's like over 1 million views, and well, hell, that's 1 million more than I expected to get out of this. I love this guy with the fire ring, man, after my own heart. Exactly, Kiwi.
1,000 of you, I think, have commented.
1,000 comments.
Positive. We really appreciate that. Some of them really negative. And we appreciate them too.
We love it. We love it. I'd do this. So late. Twaddle bum, you are not late. You're right here on time as you needed to be. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'd like to address a couple of things that are being said. I was called a Trumpster, a libturd, and a snowflake. That's like the political insult trifecta. I don't really know how that happened. I don't know why he's wearing a helmet either. A couple other things. I read that I was a bad dad and I was a bad influence. Brother, am I a bad dad? No. He doesn't think so. He's a bad influence. I think it's quite the opposite. I am being an influence on my children. I'm showing them that it's okay
He's Texas cowboy.
not care what people on the internet say about you. I'm teaching them that it's okay to do the things that they want to do. I'm also teaching them that sometimes you just need to light a fire and burn some shit. Now, most of y'all in the comments seem like my kind of people.
Yep.
Some of y'all have a real twisted mind. You're still my kind of people.
Hi, Diane.
Some of y'all need Jesus. That's everybody's people. Yes. Yes, I am fat. I know. I see me naked. Count your blessings that you don't, unless you want to. Know what's happening.
Of course, I know I'm fat. You want to see me naked? That's what's happening.
I am, and I'm comfortable with it. At the end of the day, my family loves me. Most of my neighbors really like me.
Most of them. The ones back there, some of them.
The way I like to live my life ain't that much different than the way that most of y'all like to live yours. We're just a couple good old boys that like to have a good time. And that's all these videos are. We're just having a good time. We're not doing anything bad. This stuff needs to be burnt. And we're going to do it. And we're going to make some videos while we do it. And we're going to have fun. I'm not teaching my son to do illegal things. I work in law enforcement. Why would I do illegal things? We're just gonna burn some stuff that needs burnt. Maybe we'll cook a couple hot dogs while we're doing it. So do us a favor. Lighten up. We're gonna make some t-shirts. Petty pit t-shirts. I'm not real sure what he's doing right now.
I never left.
But anyway, we're gonna keep this fire going. We hope you stick with us. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We have lots of things in store.
I love it. Hey, Mr. Everything.
You know what my idea is?
Logan has an idea.
Throwing a sign that says we love our new neighbors.
A sign that says we love our new neighbors.
You know what that means? Honestly, that means.
All right. So maybe I am a little bit of a bad influence. But all right, I appreciate every single one of you. Even the hateful ones. Y'all know who you are. If you'd like to see some other cool stuff, check us out on YouTube. We'll see you on the next episode of The Petty Pit.
Exactly. Go check them out. Go check them out and see what kind of stuff they have. I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure it's fun, just like everybody else. I mean, you got to have a little bit of fun, you know. And I do have to report some very disappointing and sad, heartbreaking news. Okay, it was very unfortunate this weekend. Roseman Ranch. Oh my gosh. Now, see, Roseman, I cannot let that abide. You gotta have that pretty blue. You gotta have that pretty blue. It just makes me feel so much better. Good to see you. So here's a bad thing that happened over the weekend. It was very saddening, and there was great loss in this. So my lovely wife asked me to do this little build out. What the build out was is I had to cut out a little section. I lost tonight. It's just much playing a game. Thank you, Lady. So she found some empty space in a cabinet. Just the way that the countertop is designed, we have like this sort of like bar where you can sit like the bar stools. And then there's a sink on the other side, and over in the corner there was like this empty space. And last week she said, "Hey, I think there's empty space in there, and I want to build a cabinet." And so I was like, "Okay, yeah. Let me take a look." So I put a hole in the side of it, and I looked inside and saw that there's a water line. Not a big deal. It's a PEX water line. It goes to the fountain or the spigot outside. And so I was like, sure, let me go ahead and do this, you know. And so I got the hole cut out, and I'm resizing the hole, which is kicking up sawdust everywhere, making just a hell of a mess, sawdust everywhere. And so I moved the chairs out of the way. So, and she asked me to move the tree out in the process of doing all this. So there's sawdust. She wants to move the tree out. I don't have enough room to get it outside, so I have to move these two chairs out of the way. And then I pick up the tree, I take it outside, I set it down, you know, it's still in its stand. We're actually gonna put it in a fire pit and sort of burn it, you know, because it's really pretty whenever it burns. It just goes up really fast. So as I'm carrying it out, all the little needles are falling off, and it falls all over the floor. And so she grabs me as I'm getting ready to go back to work on this, and she's like, "Hey, what's this?" And we look down, and the carpet has these big holes in the carpet. I mean, we're not talking small holes, you know. It's actually like an area rug, a surface rug. So it's got these big gaping holes, and I mean, they're probably about, I don't know, 7 inches to 8 inches on either side of the chair. So pull those chairs, I had them moved out of the way. I just sort of picked them. They're like swivel chairs. And so move the chairs, and she goes to, she's vacuuming and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And she thought there was rust coming off of the chairs because she saw like some odd color. And whenever she flipped over the chair, she looks on the bottom and she finds a whole bunch of chrysalises for moths. And we're talking like in probably about 30 or 40 on each one of the chairs, and they're still hanging there. Now, over the past, I want to say 6-7 months, we thought that we had mealworms that were causing a problem. And we thought it maybe came in from like dog food or something like that, because that's how you can get that kind of stuff to happen. And so we would try to take these things and kill them out. And every so often you would see one fly around and you'd kill it. So we had to basically kill all of those poor little moths. It was so disappointing. Yeah, moths in the house. That was my horrible news for the day. But yeah, we managed to get them all taken care of. But now we, of course, have to replace a rug, which is going to be interesting. And this will be like the second time we've had to replace a rug. One was for something else, and then of course we got. I'm trying to make sure we don't get a ladybug infestation. Those can be a real pain in the butt too. I thought it was going to be a flood in the house or something. Jeez, shizzy, mean. Yes. No, it was just some little moths, but they managed to destroy the carpet or the rug, the area rug. So we'll be probably replacing that, which isn't a bad thing. They ate holes in your sweater. I know it sucks. They're evil little bastards. They just come. Bats in the belfry. Well, I got a few there in my belfry. Rent some lizards for a few days. Well, we do have lizards. The only problem is they like to hide in the winter. I told her we should bring them inside. A ladybug, ladybug infestation could be really bad. Moths in your attic, got it. No bats in my belfry. I had to vacuum ladybugs from your bedroom once. Yeah, every time because we'll see them come in, and we're usually taking them out. We don't want the ladybugs to die, and the reason we don't want the ladybugs to die is because they eat aphids. Okay, so if you and need cedar balls, I do have cedar balls. Well, they're more nutty than they are cedary. But no, I'll just bring in some cedar planks, which would be really cool. And I'm wondering because I mean we've had them since. I mean these little bastards came in. They've found places to nest. We thought we would get rid of them, and lizards poop everywhere. I imagine. At least it wasn't a sewer line again. Oh my God, no, that sewer line was bad. The sewer line was really bad. It was like my toilet backed up one day, and I was just like, what in the hell is going on? And so they went and looked, and they found that the sewer line had broken whenever they were filling it back up with dirt. They came out, the people that, because we just had a bad year last year. It started in February last year. Like, okay, imagine this. February last year, we had a flood in our house. We had a bad rainstorm here in Georgia, and it dumped like 12 inches in less than like 24 hours. And so my whole area down here flooded. Where I'm at now got flooded really bad, and that was. Luckily, insurance took care of most of what had to be done, but it was still costly. Then you don't have to do mothballs. Well, that's true. That's true. And also go check out Roseman Ranch. I think she's got a pretty cool damn channel. The Asian lady beetlebugs are not ladybugs. They're a pain in the butt. Yeah, that's true. The oldest son, when he was 5, talked about the damn moths that we had home. Oh yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that was my heart-wrenching tale of the day. It was so bad. So sad that we had to destroy all those pretty little moths because they were so cute. They were so happy. And then we just came along and ruined their entire life. It was, life cycle was gone into a shop vac and entered into the realm of nowhere. I know why your sound sounds off tonight. Be a sound engineer. It sounds like my compressor isn't set right. That's a very big possibility. Because and that's something I'm going to work on. It's just I haven't had time to actually work on anything. I've been busy with work, 24/7. Check my super chats. Oh my gosh. Someone came in with the super tips. MBL said, this is going to awesome. This is going to be awesome. I love this. This is for you right here.
LMNOP is going to sue you for using her image, dumbass.
Thank you very much for the $5 super tip. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Rosamond Ranch, go check her out. She's awesome. And Rosamond, I need to have you on here sometime. And we'll just hang out, shoot the shit, and have fun. Just because that's what we do. And you should be coming over to FNL because that's so much fun having you over on FNL. And let me see what we're doing here. Let me make sure I've got this going. I don't know because I'm going to be ending up here pretty soon, and I will redirect you guys somewhere. Let me see who all is going on. It looks like MG is on right now with Monday Madness and Maricopa. So I'm going to send all of you guys over to go see MG Law, show him some love. Debbie Baker, welcome back. It is so good to see you, Debbie Baker. Man, oh man, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, look at that. And I was just talking about you earlier. Where is it? And doggone it. I see it. There it is. Debbie Baker with the 5 gifted memberships. It was Star Asher that got one. Viking Lady. Rosamond Ranch got a gifted membership. Pink Rose. Marianne Schenkel also got one. Thank you so very much. You are awesome, and I hope that you're feeling good, and I hope we can put a smile on your face because that's what we like to do. Just put a small smile on somebody's face every single day is just absolutely wonderful. But there's something else I wanted to show you. If I can find it here, I'm hoping that you guys find as much humor in it as I do, because this was pretty damn glorious. And it's something that I think my chat likes to see. Hello, Kathy. Good to see Kathy Stewart. And I know that Debbie Baker likes to just lurk and hang out. So it is. There's nothing wrong with that. We enjoy the lurking. Just as long as you're coming by, having fun, and we can put a smile on your face. But this next one is going to be awesome. This is a nice little comedy routine this guy does, and it should put a smile on your face as it did mine.
So I just found out that in chess, chess? In chess, they have a separate league for women.
Well,
why? In basketball, it makes sense. I'm gonna jump over you. In boxing, I get it. But in chess too, huh?
Thank you, Buck Naked.
So you're telling me it's official? You guys are stupid too, huh? Don't worry, honey cheeks, I looked into it. It has nothing to do with intelligence. Just that the rules are a bit different. No difficult patterns, no bishops, no knights. As a matter of fact, women, close your ears for a second. Guys, they're just playing checkers.
Oh, yes.
You know, in the late 90s, Garry Kasparov, the greatest chess player of all time, lost to a computer. Big development in civilization history. With women, it happened in 1973. You guys lost to a microwave.
Go check out Ari Matty. He's good stuff. He's good stuff. That was one of the funniest things that I saw the other day. Oh, I love it. Good to see you, Bug Naked. It is good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to Gathering Nuts. Thank you, Buck Naked. And it wasn't that I was taking up slack, but we as we explained here. As we explained earlier, it looks like my Texans won just in time to see your last video. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Buck Naked. I will play the song here shortly, but I also got a hit. Rob Pate here says, looks like my Texans won just in time to see your last video. Yes, it is a glorious thing, but I will say that prayers out to Tug and Megan. They're having a rough go at it, both of them. Tug took a header because Megan, she was feeling a little down. She couldn't get her leg warmers. She was a little aggravated that she couldn't get her leg warmers. So she showed up over at Tug's, and after fighting off dragons and fighting off, small children, which are more vicious than dragons ever could possibly be, when she battled through them, she got a hold of her leg warmers. They just happened to be on Tug's legs at the time. She took him down. He smacked his head on a table, and it was the most brutal fight that you've ever seen. But I'm thinking she might have gotten at least one leg warmer back. I can't guarantee that happened, but it did. Tug did suffer injuries due to Megan's malfeasance and hatred and trying to get her leg warmers back. Or it could have just been Tug's fault for stealing those damn leg warmers and then taunting her and sending her boxes of spiders and things like that. It must have been terrible, as Megan and Rosalind would say. Terrible. It was so terrible. I can't say it like they do. They do it so much better. I need to just record that. Just get them both like saying that, and then get it all recorded, and then use that as a sound one. I think that would be awesome. I think, David, that could be so crummy. But everybody, I did manage to salvage a little bit of the Tug rolling in there. He said, hey, I'm gonna
night. You wear costumes, I wear the fight. I'm the last paragraph that ends the sight.
Okay, and then of course Megan's. See, and they just come rolling in. Next thing you know, they are fighting. They just went at it. They just absolutely went at it. It was wonderful. And then, of course, we had our referee and all of it with Monkey Butt. Yep, Monkey Butts was there, and but in all seriousness, we do hope that Tug gets to feeling better, because he was a little bit out of it, and just that. And I'm sure that Megan's she's got a couple of kids that are down for the count, so she's having to take care of them. So prayers out to them, and hope they both get to feeling much better soon. Thank you guys so much, and I will send you over to see MG, and you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys tomorrow, most definitely. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
was done, bless your heart. But I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me Papa Nut, call me the GOAT. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Bathe in my glow, you're so unclean. Your shade like a breeze, it's barely a draft. I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute. But here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live, 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 live. Call me daddy, daddy, daddy. Yeah, shout it loud. You're a mental midget while I stand proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy, headline act. Your background noise and it's just a fact. Call me daddy, daddy. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. You don't know why. But here you are barking while I touch the sky. While I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate, watch my stream every damn night. That's why, kiddos, I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy, daddy, daddy. Send in your bread. I'm living rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you wanna complain. Call me daddy, daddy. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Sorry that I break your streak. You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there and you're trying to chase cloud, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids and I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm rent for your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy, let's set the bar. I'm bigger than life, you're a burned out star. Call me daddy, embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just a troll. So here's your bedtime story, kids, sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever if you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental king. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same thing. Call me daddy, daddy, daddy. Yeah, own it now. I'm rent for your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy daddy, let's set the bar. I'm bigger than life, you're a burned out star. Call me daddy, daddy. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old raggedy ass burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental king. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.